Hey guys, this is Tully and welcome back to more Monster Train. Just a quick break there. We came back from the last stream. In the last stream we were trying to make the Hellhorned and the Melted Remnant work. That was a bad time. I don't know if it's because we just recently got Covenant 9 where our Pyre takes 20 damage at the start and we were just getting hit more, but I don't even think that's it. I think we just weren't quite clicking with these guys, and we were dying at like boss 3 like repetitively, which I've never done before. So we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go with the Awoken, who I've already won with the Awoken with every single clan, allied clan combination except for the Melting Remnant. So we're gonna try this. Overall, I will say the Awoken is probably my favorite. Not just with that, but you can also see that like I've golded 84% of the cards, which I've won with 84% of this faction's cards before in my deck. So I've used them to their full potential, whereas, well, I've only got one with 34% of the cards from this one. Yeah, the Umbra are at 28 or at 68, but like, yeah, the Awoken, and I won my last game with them. But yeah, my Awoken are by far my favorite. So let's jump into this and see if we can do better than the last stream. Last stream was pretty abysmal. Let's start fresh. New faction, new setup. Sharpen and extinguish stealth with a consume to draw 3 next turn. It's fine. Grant +1 stack of spikes or apply root to enemies when they enter the floor below the pyre, which is the last room. I'm gonna go with spikes. Let's do a spikes run. I did do a spikes one the other day as well, but hero gets 11 spikes, has 30 health, seems pretty solid. And we're going to jump into this battle. Enemies have spikes. Well, I don't care because I have my spikes. Can't stop me. Okay. Well, slam this down and then apply more spikes. And then slam these guys up here. Fine. Healing one is actually kind of annoying right now. Well, draw 3 next turn. This doesn't really work in our deck, does it? Because we want to be getting hit. We don't want to be getting stealth. We're going to be trying to go for taking as much damage and regenerating as much as possible, more than likely. This deck combination has no direct damage, right? No. Unfortunate. So we drew a bunch. Let's apply more spikes, I think. Although that being said, you kind of need more health. Well, they're getting to the top. And you need to take a little bit more damage so that you'll get to the top and die in one. Oh, you have a damage shield. Fine. Really? What am I not clicking into? Oh, because every time an enemy he slays a, they're gonna bounce off, and every time they die, they're gonna generate another damage shield on him. It would have been better to play this guy, and we would have actually done some damage. Well, this isn't going great. Our core took thorn damage. It's mildly upsetting. Okay, I just want to keep this guy below 20 health so that we don't have to swing at him twice. And now here we're going to deal 88. Is it better to apply 5 more spikes and give myself 4 more attack? Or is it better to regenerate? Well, it's going to hit for 5 and 5. I think if we heal up one time, this should do more. Yeah. Because that means he'll have to hit us one more time, which means he'll take another 21 damage from that spikes. Okay, we're going to get through this one. We're going to take some more core damage. Even with Omega spikes, we just didn't have the backup damage to support it. Oh, still took 2 hits because of the damage shield, but at least it wasn't 3, I guess. Stealth guy. That does it. Okay. Not hating it, but we need to get some cards to help. I don't think we need more spikes. Descend and restore health might be helpful, honestly. We just need healing. I don't... We could use a damage spell, though. We have no damage abilities. Let's grab the Vine Grasp. We'll probably need to upgrade it at some point, but that'll be fine. Ooh. We haven't... I don't like these stealth units in this deck. I think they're going to be fine and we're going to have to stick with them, but I kind of wish it had been any other card. This is really just good at defending because it basically redraws itself when it dies because it has Endless, which means it goes to the top of my deck, and then it gives us a draw when it extinguishes. So it'll draw a different card when it dies, but the following turn we'll draw it into our hand again. So it's really just replacing itself when it dies. And I don't think we need blockers. I'm going to take the buffing one, I guess. Mostly because it can keep dredges alive a little bit longer. So what is the gimmick with your build this time? You know what? We're still figuring that out, Amorphous. I think the main thing that we have is we start with the relic that gives us +1 spike whenever we apply spikes. And we went with the upgrade on our starting hero that gives her 10 spikes to start, which because of the relic is actually 11. So spikes deal damage when we get hit, so we want to have healing abilities and we want to apply spikes. We haven't gotten any real units that I feel super thrilled about upgrading, but we haven't really gotten many spells I feel about upgrading either. This is going to be gold. I think we need the units. It's not even the upgrades I care about, it's whatever this is. So these both have, so this is revenge, so this wants to get hit. And this thing will be super tanking. It has 3 pips, so it takes up a lot of space. But whenever we heal it, it gets +1 attack and +1 health. I think we want the Awoken Hollow. We just want Big Beefy Boy. Quick. Quick is great. I don't know if it really helps Big Beefy Boy, though. Give more health to Big Beefy Boy. I guess I'll give Quick to one of the dredges. Like, we just don't have any great units to put this on. I could save it or reroll. Yeah, I just don't think giving Quick to a dredge is that helpful. And then we could give this guy +5 more attack and +10 more health. Sure. And then we're going to purge. Get rid of the train stewards. I almost feel like getting rid of these, but I feel like that's a bit rash. I'd rather get rid of the cards that are literally just stat sticks that don't really help our combos or gimmicks in any way. Let's get more units. We need better units. Because we have some pretty good buff spells. We just need something to buff. Okay. No armor on these guys, so these guys are going to just die to spikes, which you'll love to see it. And then we'll probably put this guy in the next floor up. Cool, this will all die. We are going to need some healing though. Draw +3 next turn. Kill off the healing one. Oh, they have armor. Unfortunate. Apply a heal to both. Get our gold from the little imp spawn. This guy has no attack. Guess we'll do that. And then Train Steward. Okay, that'll die now. Here is a problem though. I think I'm more concerned about keeping this one topped up to do as much damage to the boss as possible. Okay, boss incoming. Alright. Lots of armor. I think I like sharpening here. Just get even more spikes. And then he's currently doing 8 damage. So this will do... This guy will attack once and then die. So we'll take 9. And then 8 and then 8. Which would be 16 plus 9 is 25. It hits us one more time for 8, which will be 33. So I don't think restoring health is going to get us past another threshold. So I think we're fine here. I think we'd rather throw down this dredge. And then we can either upgrade the dredge or give a stealth turn. This thing's burning out, so I think we'd rather give it extra attacks. Okay, that gets us to 120. These things are all burning out, and I didn't check, but this thing's gonna die regardless. Okay. Lucky there. Should have looked. Okay, so we can sharpen this guy, so he has 5 spikes. Then we can heal him, and then we can't heal him again. But the big boy will finish it off. I like these dudes. Sting is a pretty great card. Deal 5 damage to the front enemy and draw +1. There's a lot of ways. One of the gimmicks of this style of deck is just going all stings. So you're just constantly drawing a ton of them. There's a bunch of ways of getting a bunch. But I think I like the regen 5 as just another nice heal. It's consumed. So this heals 1 per stack and then decreases 1 stack each turn. So this will heal 5 plus 4, which is 9 plus 3 plus 12 plus 2 is 15 plus 1. So this will heal 16 over 4 turns, which is pretty good. Or we could get another Vine Grab, which this doesn't just do damage, it also pulls them to the front, which disrupts orientation. I'm going to grab the regen though, because I think it combos better with the big boy we have, because this guy will get extra buffs every time that regen pops. Descend a unit? Don't we already have a descend? No, we ended up not taking the descend and heal card. I guess I'll take this one. Okay, so this is the one that adds a sting to our hand every turn. I don't know if we're going Sting focus. Like, Sting is really good if you can grab... There's some relics that make Sting plus 20 damage, so that it's a 25 attack card. But as a 5 attack card, it kind of trails off in the end game. I think I'd rather focus on healing. This sweep guy can be pretty good in that he deals attacks to everyone. But because we're going Thorns, most of the enemies that attack are going to get hit regardless. This is only good for taking out buffing units. I think we're gonna... Can I see the map? What's coming up next? Is there a... There's gain artifact, get an awoken unit, merchant of magic, and heal 20 health. Hellvent is our next duplication. Because I think I'd rather duplicate this guy that has all the buffs on him. But maybe we'll get something better by then. Beefy boy? Sweepy boy. Let's get a sweepy boy. Let's diversify. Because I do think I want to duplicate. Now, it's relic or healing. Reducing the cost of Sharpen would be good as an upgrade. Getting another Awoken unit could be pretty good. I'm gonna go Relic. When you play a spell card in hand that costs when you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 for the turn. So basically you play a really big spell, and then all your other spells are less. Spike Boy. That's what we've really been looking for. Sorry, I just read spikes and moved on real quick. What that guy does is he is kind of like the other one that rejuvenates and gets buffs, but this guy, when he rejuvenates, he gets spikes. Okay, we can either get a multi-striker, trample, or apply silence. Trample and multi-strike don't seem amazing for our deck. Maybe applying multi-strike here, but having a whole card that has to combo onto a specific other card. Of all of the tomes, I don't think any of these fit our combo right now. I think the multi-strike is probably the best one. Silence is kind of situationally useful. And it does have permafrost, so it'll stay in our hand once we draw it so that we find that right moment. I'm going to grab multi-strike. I think it's the best of the three. I also think the multi-strike one unlocked once I upgraded my Hellhorn faction to level 10, so it's like the penultimate card for that faction. Mostly just getting in the 20 damage on the boss early. Okay, we really need a heal for you now. Let's get rid of the bomb. See how that affects things. Still gonna die. Regen. Not gonna die. Okay. Oh, this guy's also 3 ticks. Ooh, upsetting. Let's do that. Really need a heal for this one. don't think that's going to do it. We shouldn't have put this one here. Regen 5 isn't going to apply until the end of the turn. Yeah, we should have left room for the Stealther to protect. Okay. I think we're going to have to double down on this guy then. He's going to be our new spike guy. And we're going to lose our hero. Yeah, that was some poor unit placement on my part. Don't think there's much we can do here to save this guy. This guy would get hit twice. We could put another one in front. I think if we stack all of them here... Nope, still dies. Oh, but I think he now dies after he kills all of them. It's at least something. If we give him a regen, would that save his life? Yes, it would. And he's gaining 3 thorns every time he heals. Okay. Just barely lives. Multi-strike. Oh, this costs 5? Yep, never playing that. Draw 3 more next turn. Apply some spikes to this guy. Try and save this guy's life once more. And I don't think there's much use in that right now. Final wave already, huh? Might as well try. I think we literally did some really bad placements of our units to begin with, lost our main hero, and potentially really messed this one up. We can see this might still save us if we can get enough spikes and health on him. This is gonna die with not too much health loss. How do we go about doing this? I believe in the spiky boy too. That'll at least kill the front. Oh right, once we play a spell, all spells of that cost or lower are 0. I need to remember that. $31 spikes. 34 spikes. Man, 5. Yeah, I don't know if we have a way of making that happen. This guy's gonna take a couple hits. It might actually be worthwhile sticking 5 more spikes on him. Yeah, then increase the damage a fair bit, and then heal him some more. I don't think it makes sense to burn out because he's gonna get 3 hits in. No, I think I'd rather just let it go. I believe in Spiky Boy. I believe in Spiky Boy. I believe in Spiky Boy. What's the number? Is it an X? It's an X. We did it. I had faith in Spiky Boy. The ultimate Spike Master. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. From a single unit. Okay, that seems pretty good. This is a really good defensive card. It has the revenge, it wants to get hit, but I think we need more attacks right now. I think I'm going to take this quick damage dealer, and I think I'm going to get more space because these guys are very bulky, and we have 5 spaces by normal, by default, I should say, and then these Spiky Boys take up 3 spaces. So now we should be able to have 2 Spiky Boys per floor. It's a card. It does things. Also, I think I was wrong about the stealth provider, this distinguished guy. Sometimes you just don't want your main guy to take a hit, and that can be helpful. This guy hasn't been upgraded yet, but part of me feels like I just want 2 of them, because he kind of saved the game last time. Or I could have another Awoken Hollow. I think here we're just going to get more spikes. We could also have Revenge, draw a card. It's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. Same amount of health, same amount of lacking in attack. I think getting the draw 1 could be good. I agree, Tempest, though. I agree. I wavered for a moment, but you're right, spikes. Spikes. Now we have to make our duplication choice. I think it's either getting another Thorned Hollow or it's getting this upgraded Awoken Hollow. But he's mostly just tanky. I'm gonna get another Thorned. Maybe that's the wrong choice. It's ineffective. We didn't have upgrades on it. But I think just having 2 is what I want. The enemies have spikes. They think they know what spikes are. Our main hero doesn't even have any attack. I mean, we sometimes apply attack to it, but like... Slam? Oh. Hey, thanks for the follow, the Kelly. Kaylee? Let's do a dredge in behind. I like the dredges because they'll burn out over time. Oh, or it'll die to thorns. Let's put this guy up here. And I don't need that right now. We'll save it for later. Might save our life at a later point. Give me my gold. Now here's where we start to run into a problem with spikes, is we need some sort of backup. Because this spike damage isn't going to be enough to kill the front line. Which is, I think, where something like this comes in handy. Oh, except it dies immediately because of spikes. Okay, well their spikes are proving to be somewhat more difficult than I thought they would be. I need to buff this guy up. Sweeps in behind. That'll clear the back row. That's good. we throw this guy down, he's going to start with no spikes. He needs time to build them up. This guy doesn't even attack. He's going to take, we're going to take some spike damage, probably 8 damage to the core from hitting it twice. But that's what we're going to get. This will now die. Yeah, I like this. We couldn't get through this guy, but we're going to try and keep the waves from coming any further. Oh, that was one hit. Our core does 30 now. Okay, yeah, that was fine. We could use a tank on the top floor. Keep that tank alive. Heal. It's gonna die to spikes no matter where we put it, so might as well put it on the bottom floor. This floor. We might just want to get rid of that card from our deck because it's a dead card. Our deck has no way of generating extra mana. Or embers. Whatever it is called. Draw more next turn. I don't think we have any debuffs. We could just get rid of her burnout. So now she's just a unit. I guess that's kind of a thing. This will die, so we don't need to worry about that. Here... we didn't have time this game to get our Spiky Boy running. I should have done that the other way. Oh wait, this gets reduced to 0. I keep forgetting this amble thing. I think we still have time. This will make all the other ones cheaper. Now we can cast stuff on things. Now, who do we want to cast what on? We could heal you. What are you getting hit by? You're getting hit for 9 on the first attack, then 7 on the next attack, which is going to put that to 16, then 7 more, which is going to put us up to 23, and then 7 more after that. Yeah, your healing you is not going to get you over a threshold of 1 more attack. You're going to be at like 3 health and when you get hit the final time. So instead, I think we're going to rejuvenate. We're going to rejuvenate. And we're just going to start building up those stacks. Okay. The spikes got rid of the back line though, so that we are just dealing with the boss. That's nice. This guy does get more damage based off something. Oh, every round. Unfortunate. I don't know the route from this one. Okay, so he's going to hit for 12, and then he's going to go up 5 and go to 17. He's going to hit, bring me to 29. Then he's going to hit go up 5 to 22. Then 29 plus 22 is going to be 51 damage. He's going to heal 4, going to 46, and then heal 3, going to 49. So 1 rejuvenation would actually result in 1 more turn. Yeah, that jumped to damage. And then if we put this guy in front just as a tank, that helps a bit more too. Now we can either heal this guy or this guy. This guy is only going to get hit once. I think we're going to put the heal on this one. which didn't make that much of a difference on the damage. $107. Oh, he didn't go up that many times. Oh, this resolve didn't happen on each round of attacks. It only happens after the whole thing is complete. That does it. Close, though. Close. I still don't think it's perfect, this set of combinations. We're still not quite there. Ooh, extinguish abilities trigger twice. I know that relic. Apply 5 spikes or restore 40, apply regen. Ooh. I think the heal. I feel a little bit lacking on the heal side. I know this guy exists over here as well, but I think we're missing the heal. Reform a unit and give it +10. Kill a random friendly unit and kill a random enemy. I think we're going to go with the Wicked Blaze. We're going to get the ability to bring back some of our guys if they die. That's the plan. Now, another duplication, which I don't think we need. I think we need to upgrade our units. We've got the gold. Let's get a heal. Let's see what relics we can find. Oh, yes, we found it. This thing is when a friendly unit is healed, deal that much damage to the front unit equals to the amount healed. Let's get some healing going. Oh, goodness. Endless. Could slap an endless on this thing, but I don't think that's really what I want. +5 spikes. We could make a spiky boy spikier. Start with spikes? We're going to do this. We're going to make this thing endless and give it 5 spikes so that we're constantly putting it in the front when we need it. I don't know if it's a good idea. It's probably not. We're going to give this guy an attack buff so that when he sweeps for 13. We're going to re-roll. We're going to get quick. Quick is going to go on to the sweeper so that he can take out the back line before they even get a chance to do anything. We're going to apply more spikes to the spiky boy. Get him started. And then, oh, we don't, yeah, we have enough gold for this one last health upgrade, which I think is going to go on this spiky boy. Yep, that's my choice. That's some pretty good upgrading right there. Yeah, team. They have multi-strike. Great! That means they get more spikes. I like it. Okay, so we're looking for the sweep boy on floor 1, probably. Didn't get him. That's fine. Throw you down there. Let's go digging next turn. Gonna take a bunch of damage. Let's get this one going up here. How many pips do we have? 2. I think the sweeper is 2 pips, so we could still have the sweeper on the bottom floor when we draw it. Yeah, okay. We're gonna slam the quick guy down in here, and then we're not gonna use this Whiplash. It's turning to be a dead card. Ooh. That's lots of damage. We can block. Did we draw our sweeper first? We did not draw our sweeper. Okay. So we can block the hit, which will save everyone else. So these 3 will attack and die to spikes, then everyone else gets stealth. Oh, these each attack 2 times. So no, this will kill this, then these 2 will kill this thing getting spikes, and then this thing gets stealth so it won't get hit by anyone. Which is fine. I think that means that we want to sharpen this one so that it actually attacks, killing this one. Okay, and then this guy will move up a floor. Here we kill that. We get our 75 gold. We can put one dredge in the back. We can stick another dredge here for next turn. We need a heal though. I mean, that's a heal. These guys are still stealthed. We have the Endless. Endless can save this row for now, because we haven't healed them up enough for them to take these hits. Okay. Now we have our regen. I think we stick the regen on the one who will get a bonus every time we regen. And I guess the Awoken goes on the top floor. Either that or we could regen with a restore, which could apply some more spikes to this one. Actually like that a little bit more. Oh, which also deals damage from the heal. Okay. And then we can put another dredge back here, trying to deal as much damage as possible. Really need that sweeper. There it is. Okay, so we can slap it here, which would be okay. We are running into problems here, though, so we could put it up the next row. Here we're letting it go, it looks like. How much damage is that going to be? That's going to be a lot, isn't it? Does that kill us? It hits for 28, bringing us down to 51. Then we strike it for 30. Then it hits us for another 28. We'll live, but we're taking like half our health, like 2/3. But even if we put this thing down, it's like we could defend it, but it's just going to do 13, which isn't enough to do anything anyways. I'd rather prep for the future. So this will kill this whole floor. Why do you die? These guys don't have spikes, do they? Because you don't have stealth. That might be game. That might be game. Yep, he's just dead. He'll kill this whole wave, and then this guy will get buffed to 1 billion from each of these things dying. So this thing will get 8, and then he'll attack for 16 on him. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. If I had to put him down here, we would have been fine for the rest of the game. Yep. That all played out pretty much how I thought it would. I think we're relying on Spiky Boy. Okay. Okay. Still didn't make a difference because he's stealth for 8 turns. Oh. Could have brought him down, but I don't think we want to bring him down anyways. Okay, tank some hits first. I believe in Spiky Boy. Gotta say it, team. Gotta believe. I believe in Spiky Boy. I believe. When a friendly unit dies, enhance it by +10. Not amazing for us, but I'll take a free. Ooh. Ooh. You hear that? That's my hands as I rub them with excitement because we now destroy the world. We deal 10 damage for the amount of spikes on a friendly unit. I don't think we want stealth. I think we want more reforms to take advantage of reforming. Yes. Yes. Happy claps. We don't have a lot of cash. Is there stuff we need to still get rid of? There are some things. Yeah, that book is dead weight, that's for sure. That being said, we are low on Pyre. We only have 3 bosses left. We can buy a removal if we really need to. Let's see what artifact we get. Pyre gets +15 attack. When you consume a card, your Pyre restores 5 health. How many consumes do we have? We have 1. Probably going to remove that one because we can never cast it. 2. 3. Potentially 15 health around. I think that might be the choice right now, rather than attack. We can't buy any of these things. It's kind of good for the regen one. We're going to kill the book, which is a shame because we could be removing something else if we had have chosen just to not take it. But now I know, for future games, that book, which gives multi-strike, is a 5 cost. 5. I need to keep that drilled into my mind. A 5 cost. 5. Alright, multi-gardens. Now these things are annoying because they don't attack, but they have a ton of health, and they're a pain. Okay, we found good Spiky Boy right off the bat. Now where do we want to put good Spiky Boy? I think we slam her down here. That'll kill off some stuff. And we put some dredges behind to do some damage to the statue. And then we put Spiky Boy. Let's try this floor, and then we'll regen him to get those spikes going. That one moved on. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill this one before bad things happen. Okay. Consume. Restore some health to our Pyre. Could put this behind Big Spiky Boy. got a bad feeling we're not going to have any time to prep. We haven't gotten any of our good heals yet. In fact, we're missing a lot of the really strong heals. Like, there's a 0-cost heal in this game that heals everyone in the row, which would just obliterate with this artifact we have. So we got to keep an eye out for that. But not much we can do to really try and make it happen. We could descend a boy. Don't know if that's helping us, though. Could stick the lady in front. There's a lot of options here, but I don't love any of them, to be honest. I think this guy might make it to the top. Let's get the next spiky boy on the go. Let's stick this one here to help burn. And then we're going to put this one here to help with getting down this angel that's blocking him. That's what I got. It is what I have. Okay, we got sweeps. We also have our deal 10 damage based off the number of spikes we have, which right now would do 210. So we could vine grab this guy to the front and then insta-kill him, which seems alright. What do we got going on up here? This is going to die, this is going to move on. What about this row? Well, we're losing this one, which seems bad. So maybe we throw down our protector in front. We don't have a lot of ember to our name, so we need to really think about our choices. So if we throw this down, we would have enough to do a 0 cost and a 2 smash, which I think we're going to need to do to save our main hero. We haven't drawn our reforms yet, so it's a possibility we could get our hero back. What's currently in our graveyard? 2 of these things. So if we draw the reform 2 at random, the odds are somewhat good we'll get our hero, but not great. Plus our hero will come back with burnout, which will need the card to remove it. So we'd have to draw these together. Well, well, well. Getting this down early also feels pretty great, because this will get +2 as we kill these 2 enemies. So we could do this plus defensive up here to save this thorny boy. But we're still dying down here. Well, actually, if we kill first with this quick, because this will kill this and this, then we're only taking 10 sweeping damage. So if I do this, we live, but this thing dies to the sweeps. Okay. Okay. We could still vine grab this thing, but that doesn't save us from this boy. So we can still follow up with this into the 2 attack, but this still dies. That might just be the way that one goes. This floor, middle floor is fine, right? This thing moves on. If this dies, though, we're taking 3 hits to the core. Oh, it does have rage, actually. So that'll drop. That'll drop to 8 and then 6. So we'll take 8, 6, 6, so 20 damage. We can take that. Grab you to the front. Blow you up. Now these become 0 because of that. We regen this one because we don't want him to die. This guy gets armor because of spell casting. Forgot about that, but that's fine. None of that helps. I think we just buff her because she's already got burnout. We can still revive that spiky boy. Okay. We got them together. I think we do this to see what we get. Okay, okay. Then we do this here, followed by healing it. Remove burnout. Heal it. Okay. So unfortunately, so he lives now, but if for every card we cast, this guy gets armor. I think we die. Because if we cast heals here, that does like 2 damage to this thing, which doesn't matter, and adds more regen. And we get spikes every time, but we only get 3 spikes and this guy gets more armor. Yeah, that's game. I think this guy kills us pretty handily. Oh! How did I do that math wrong? Maybe I don't care. Maybe I don't care how I did the math wrong. Maybe I'm just happy. Let's just be happy. What did I somehow thought he was going to do... He had 60 health, and for some reason I thought that meant we had to hit him like 6 times, but we do 30 per hit. Okay. We have other problems right now, though, which is that this guy is dying, and we don't have enough heals in this deck to make this spike deck work. It's doing okay, but it's not doing perfect. Let's get the Dredger back. Okay, this guy hits for 34 now. Seems reasonable. We can't put him here. We can't put him here. We can put him up here and he will last a couple turns. That seems fine. Same thing here. We have nowhere else we can put these guys, so we put this here. We gave up on spikes and attacks, but I think it is what it is. Was this the good version of this, or was this the good version? Which one had the buffs? I think it was this one. Could remove burnout from that one. Okay, this dies. These guys burn out. Let's keep her around, I guess. We can sharpen and still play one of these, and this will become 0 cost. So who do we sharpen? We play this here. This dies before it sweeps. That seems pretty good. This is all dying up here, so I don't think we need to worry about that. Okay, so I think we definitely want this. And then it's just a question of where we play Sharpen in the revive. I think we sharpen this guy. And we just try and get him as spiky as possible for when the boss shows up, and as healthy as possible for when the boss shows up. Which I think the boss might be showing up now. Not yet. Okay. A little more time. Okay, if we cast this, all other spells become 0 because of the split anvil, and this is 0 cost unit. So we start with playing Awaken, and then everything else is playable. Seems reasonable. Is it worthwhile to heal you? We could always spike to kill. I think it's buffing this guy. I think that's the life choice. This is going to do 230 right now. I think it's better to kill off this one so that we have these guys live. I want to do more spikes. And more power, because you're going to live for hopefully a few hits. I'm not sure how much damage you're going to do, though. Okay, this is what I got. Final wave, just the boss. Okay, so we have our reform. Reform will not decrease drip fall because it has to be less than the cost. Nothing else is alive, right? Okay, so we hit this thing for 3. Then we reform one of our options. Actually, before that, what do our pips look like? 1 pip here, 2 pip here. And depending on what we reform, it won't last very long. So we don't have space for this, and we're probably not going to be able to kill something. So we can buff this guy. He'll last 4 rounds. Probably stick him here so he'll get more turns out of it when he fights the boss in the next round. Then we have a heal, which is likely not doing much there. Alright, get more spikes. Okay, that's done. Now, we can Wicklash this, which will keep it from burning out. Because right now it's not going to die, it's going to burn out. Okay, now it'll die. We can also... Oh, we can't stick that there. Okay, so then we're going to heal this, and we're going to put this defensive unit here, which will give us, I think, 1 or 2 more rounds of attacking for 28 before he starts hitting us real hard. We got Bramble Lash coming up. Got some more Sharpens. We didn't get the Bramble Lash. Okay. We can either revive a unit, but we only have 2 pips, so whatever we revive would have to be a goodie for 2 pips. Now, because every time something dies it gets plus 10, and this Wicked Blaze gives plus 10 additional, then whatever we get out of this will be plus 10 more than what we see. So we could get something that does 45 on every hit. We could get a sweeping quick. That doesn't seem useful. We have no multi-strikers, right? So that would be the main thing to look for. We could get this guy who would be an 84 with burnout 5. That seems reasonable. Or we can sharpen and give 5 more thorns. I think getting the attacker is more valuable than 4 more thorns right now, or 5 more thorns. Just pure damage. Slap him down there. That'll do it, but let's also get rid of burnout, and then we can regen, and we can regen. I believe in the spiky boy! I like that it wasn't that we hit for the win, it was that the spikes got him. There was another one there that was like you can swap the health and attack of a unit, whatever. I don't care. I want my heal. Now, so, sorry. Again, I'm clicking cards because I know what they are, but I'm not explaining them. I'm sorry. What that thing was the thing I was talking about earlier. Restore friendly units to full health. Affects whole floor. We can have a spiky boy and one of these guys, and they all get fully healed. Like, it's amazing. I'm so happy. That's what this deck's missing right now. And it's not even a consume. We can do it multiple times. What do we feel like we're missing? Maybe a little bit of mana? Sometimes we want to do a 3-cast spell that will reduce all our other spells to 0 and play a unit, but I don't know if it's worth. Extra capacity could be good in a couple spots. There's been times where I wish I could have just put in an extra molten encasement in front. So maybe we do even more floor space. Draw is fine for getting us more of our regens. I think it would be between these two. What's chat think? Chat, what are we feeling? Tempest, Amorphous, you guys still there? What are we looking at? Are we thinking draw to get more regen abilities and more options? Or are we thinking more space so that we can put more of the stealth guys in front? What are we thinking? I know, hard choice, right? Hard choice. Yeah? The draw is more options, but we sometimes can't use all those options, but having more space is always going to be something that we can do. Like, we can utilize. Okay, now we can remove cards and get gold and upgrade magic, or we can upgrade units, get a mystery caverns, and heal. Reducing the cost of this by 1, getting holdover on this. Oh my goodness. What I would do for holdover on this. What a world. In terms of unit upgrades, like, we've got most of these guys fairly decked out. This guy could use some upgrades, but it's not really the upgrades on him that matters. It's just consistently healing him over the course of the match. So I think just getting more spells. I think that's really what we're feeling right now. I don't know what we're going to remove. Let's see what magic we can do first. Holdover. We did it. We did it, team. Now, is it the Bramble Lash? I think it's the Bramble Lash. Being able to every single turn do 10 times the amount of spikes, even just on our base hero that starts with 21, that's a lot. In fact, I think we can come back here. I'm going to risk it. We can. Okay. Let's go look at our upgrade of our champion. I think we go up to 40 spikes. We could also get the Revenge Draw 1 now if we wanted, but 40 spikes feels like the game, feels like the way we're going, plus more health, so that this thing doesn't need to worry as much about dying. So now, this becomes a minimum, if we have our hero on floor 1, an attack of 10 times 41, so 410 damage, and we could have it every single turn. One thing I should check, who is our final boss? Of course, it's Seraph the Diligent. The final boss we have to fight devours our spells. So the way he works, it's not going to have a more detailed version, but the first card we play each turn versus that boss will get consumed. So if we want to do a holdover strategy, we need to make sure that we have other spells that we can play, which I think we do, that will get consumed instead of Bramble Lash. We'll just need to be very careful about that. The other option is, of course, to put Awaken on holdover, and then every turn we're healing for 30 and regen 4. Actually, now that we stop and think for a second, also, we could have Unleash the Wildwood, which restores friendly units to full health, and we could have that on holdover. So every turn we can heal everyone to full health. Ooh, I am so happy we got holdover. This is exactly what this deck needs, is consistency with its core cards. The question is, what card is the most important to have every single turn? Is it dealing 410 damage a turn? Or is it healing everyone every turn? This also equates to potentially, depending on if it's not needed elsewhere, +3 spikes every turn as well, because we could always use it to heal for 0. I think that I'd rather do the heal 0 over the Awaken, just because of mana efficiency. So I think it's between Bramble Lash and Heal All. Let's take a look at what else we have real quick. We can reduce Bramble Lash to 1. That seems good. Yeah, regardless of what we upgrade, I think we want to do that. We can also give something +20 and consume. This less good, but I think probably still put it on a restore, because we don't need that many restores cycling through our deck. There's usually enough, so we'll do that. Okay. I've delayed, but I have to make a choice. I think that choice is Bramble Lash. Yeah, I think Bramble Lash is the choice we make. Maybe it's the wrong choice. Maybe it is. But I have to make a decision. Now, do we really want to consume another regen? I don't think so. I think we want to reduce the cost of a Sharpen. Yeah, I'm going to make the choice. I'm going to make another consume version of regen. We are going to drop Drip Fall. And we're going to drop Wicklash. 2 battles. 2 battles. This is what we got left. Spell Shield 2? Why, game? Why do you do this to me? You can keep your 400 gold. I don't care. I think the deck is pretty much working as intended. I don't want to deal with Spell Shield. I hate this man. This man is the bane of my existence. When he hits your units, they gain Ember Drain, and he has Sweep. So if you put a lot of units in the row, he will apply Ember Drain to all of them. So if I have 3 units, I will have 3 Ember Drain next turn, which means I lose 3 mana, which means I have no mana next turn. He's annoying, and I hate him. Okay? I hate him. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. It's awful, it's awful, it's awful. So, I want to kill him in 1 shot. Now, sadly, we haven't drawn our holdover Bramble Lash yet. We could hedge our bets and put this guy here. That's a guaranteed 40 damage on him. But we have to get hit, which means we're still going to get that Ember Drain for next turn. If we throw this down, that's only going to do 5. That's only going to do 25. Okay. This is a bad idea, but we're going to hedge our bets on the final room. This guy starts with 5 spikes and 40 health. He can take these hits. Okay. Then we can either slam down a Lady of the House, potentially behind her for a bit more damage, or behind him for a bit more damage. Or we can sharpen, which reduces everything else to 0, and then we'd be able to play these 3 spells. I think I'm down for the 3 spells. Now, who are we sharpening? That gets us pretty high on spikes right here. Okay, got an extra 100 gold. We need our Bramble Lash right now. We didn't get it. We did not get it. Okay. We're going to get Ember Drain to 1 billion, so we're not going to be able to play any spells for a couple turns. This thing hits for 4. We hit for 40. Let's see what happens if we do this, I think. Okay, that should get him into one-shot range for our core. So that's at least something. Might as well throw down a Dredge. And then, yeah, we're going to have no mana next turn. Okay. Ember Drain, Ember Drain, Ember Drain, Ember Drain. Okay, so we have no mana. We can draw a bunch next turn. This is fine. We can at least pull the... yeah, let's pull this guy to the front. That way if we draw Bramble Lash, which has to be coming soon. I mean, come on. We're going to draw +8 next turn, and we have 9 cards. Now we'll be ready to Bramble Lash him next turn, so he doesn't get another swing in. Here, we're kind of in a bad spot, because our Spike guy is not going to get hit by these things. Although if he did, he would die, so maybe that's a good thing. Let's prep to do some more damage here. And that's all she wrote. Okay, 20 more damage there. But we're surviving. Okay, Bramble Lash time. Now, before we make any rash decisions, these guys are stealth, not going to get hit. We can Awaken, which will reduce our Bramble Lash to 0, so we should do that. That means we won't be able to play this unit, which is going to be unnecessary anyways. Now we can heal here, or we can heal here. I think I like healing here because this guy's pretty hurt. Now we can Bramble Lash here, keeping the Ember Drain from hitting us. Then we can restore 22. We can also reform. We have 2 available, which I'm going to guess is burnouts. Oh, we have the Animus of Speed. All right, let's get that Animus of Speed back out here for 50 damage. Start that rolling. Yeah, that's right, 50 damage. Okay. This guy does 0 damage and has no thorns. He can make his way to the core, I don't care. Let's put you down here. There's no thorns or anything. There will be a sweep, though. Let's not make the same mistake. This only lasts 1 turn anyways. So this will die before the Ember Drain hits next turn. So I think this is a safe play. We could remove the burnout. Okay, dealing damage. Do we full heal here? Or do we full heal here? I think we full heal at the top because we're going to take a bunch of damage from these guys in a little bit here. So we're going to do that. Which does damage this guy a bit more, but it doesn't matter because the core is going to blow it up. Now, again, it's really a decision on do we use the wickless recruitment. Because if we do this, then this Ember will last a little longer. So we'll have one less mana next turn. Likely not the biggest deal to keep an extra 50 damage on the board. Yeah, we'll try. This would die to the sweep, so that's not helpful. Maybe we stick it here for next turn as an extra bit of damage. No attack! No attack! One Ember Drain. Okay. So we have our Bramble Lash. We always want to play this because Holdover only works if we play it. Then it goes to the top of our library. So one of our 1 mana has to go to this. Like so. Then probably the Consume because that'll also heal our core. Let's get some more spikes going down here. Let's full heal to get more spikes going on down here. Let's throw down a Dredge. And let us call that a turn. Boss? Armor Boy. Okay, now Armor Boy says he gains +1 attack whenever he gets hit. Well, that'll do 360 damage. Seems reasonable. Remove Burnout. Do Stealth. That helps a little bit more. What's going on up here? That's going to do a bit of damage to our core. But I think it might be more important to just focus on the boss. We'll have this in a bit to use on him later. It would do 560 here. Yeah, I think it's better to try and focus these guys down so that this guy only gets 2 attacks. He did drain us though, and I forgot about the drain. But that's fine. We got 1 turn before he gets to the top, so that Ember Drain will be gone by the time the boss gets up there. Oh, but we can't play the Holdover if we don't have the mana for it. No! No, the mistakes! That might be game, but we'll probably still do a lot of damage just on Thorns, right? Oh, stupid Ember Drain. Stupid, stupid Ember Drain. He's doing 37 per hit, though. Yeah, by the time he gets to the top, he'll be one-shotting our guys. I should have just taken the extra 4 damage to the core to guarantee that this guy dies. Oh, there was only 2 people left alive. We just needed to go on top of our deck. That's the only thing that matters. I don't care that it does nothing. I can get some random boys, I guess. What do we got? Ooh, Animus' speed will actually hit something. It actually does some decent damage. Bramble Lash. Spiky boys. extra draw. Descend a unit and restore 10 health. I do like health restoring, but I don't think we're there anymore. Draw more. Trigger an extinguish ability. Kind of useful. 10 gold. I don't want that garbage clogging up my deck. It's useful, but it's not useful right now. Okay. Spiky boys. Meh. Like, maybe? Plus the attack 140? Not really what we're doing, though. What do we got for trinkets? First time each turn a hero is healed, a friendly unit is healed, draw 1. When you play a unit, a random card in your hand is reduced to 0. I want both of them. Oh, if only I had 400 more gold. I couldn't have done that last boss without Bramble, though. I don't think it's the upgrades on the units. I think it's one of these. I don't think the burnout stacks affects our deck that much. I think it's probably the heal. The extra draw might come in handy to help us dig for Bramble Lash, like if it doesn't come up till the last hand, like that last game. Because we need to dig for it. We have to dig for it. It's how we win these games. This is useful in that our mana situation's kind of flimsy. Like, we don't really have a great way of getting more. And the ability to be like, oh, I put down a dredge, which costs 0, and now this 3-cost spell in my hand costs 0. Like, it's just, I like this one a lot, but I think it's going to be the draw because we have to dig. Okay, which still gives us enough to actually upgrade with this. And then we can give something plus 10 of attack, which could be the quick one. Or this one. I think it's probably the quick one, because a quick attack could potentially kill something before it gets to hit us. Duplicate. We could have 2 Bramble Lashes, so that our turn looks something like deal 40, deal 40. And by 40, I mean 400, 400. It also helps us get it sooner. The boss also has the ability to consume cards the first time we play them each turn. Consume the first spell card you play each turn. So having 2 Bramble Lashes could be good in case we get another hands on head emote. Okay. No Ember Burn. Drop this here. That stuff dies. Drop the quick behind it. Set up some regen. I think this will trigger a draw effect. I'd rather save the regen for one of our bigger boys, but yeah, it triggered a draw on the regen. Okay, good. I need to dig. I have nothing to reform yet. I'm drawing the cards in the wrong order. These all die. That's fine. That would do 22 damage to the front one. That won't do any damage because the damage effect on this relic is only when we actually become healed. Okay. We could stealth protect this thing. But we're gonna have to fight it on the next round. Okay, here we will do this heal because this isn't consumed. So let's just increase our regen a little bit. Oh, that's a nice heal. Might as well use it. We can't keep it. And that's all they wrote. Taking a lot of damage. But we are hitting pretty hard too. We're running out of our burnouts though. Lots of draws. Okay, so we got our sweeps. Sweeps are good. Take a moment and think. If we cast this, all of our one-cost spells will become 0, which is these two. This is a consume. Probably want to throw the sweeps down here. What are these death effects? On death, deal 5 damage to the front unit. Fine. Resolve. Okay, that adds stupid things to my deck, so we definitely want that dead. It's going to die from the spikes regardless. But do we want to start building up the sweep damage so that we can start clearing off all these little ones right away? I think we do. So this gets played regardless. Now, up here, if we slap this down, that's not going to kill. I don't think there's much that we can do to kill. What do we have in our graveyard? If we play this, these become 0, but this remains. But that's fine because I realized I had already forgotten about the consume effect. Luckily, so far the spells we've played have been consume spells to start. These are green, which means these will become consumed as well. So if we play this for the 2 mana, we lose this card for the rest of the game. I do not think any of these things are worth losing this card over, so this card is no longer playable. Period. Full stop. This is getting to our core. Our core will take 10 damage and then retaliate and kill it. There is no unit that... Well, actually, no, be careful what you say. We can play this. That would do 5 damage on retaliate and 5 damage. That would put it at 20. Then we could play the dredge would do... Or sorry, put it at 21. Then the dredge would put it at 12. If we sharpened this guy, that would give us 5 more spikes and 4 more attack, which is another 9 damage essentially. That wouldn't do it. We could also do the regen. We could put this guy down here and we could regen him with the consume regen, so it's going to get consumed regardless, and that heal would do 22 damage, which would definitely kill him. So we can kill this guy before he gets to the core. And that sets us up for having a defender for these next 2 that come. This is mostly under control. Okay, I like it. We do here. We use the consume heal, which is going to get consumed regardless. Now this thing is dead. I didn't factor in the draw. That could have been bad. We're going to take 1 damage here, but that's still better than the 10. Oh, I should have put this guy in front of this guy so that he deals the slay attack on dudes that matter. Okay, so if I play this, this gets consumed. This is 3 mana. We will only ever be able to play this as a consume regardless. We do have one of our bramble holdovers, so we do want to get that out as well. So I think we do play this as a consume, healing this one back up. That's a lot of healing. It is fairly hurt. we lose that forever. These become 0. We draw another one of these, so we're taking 2 damage to our core because we just don't have the mana to do the things I want to do. Alright, so then up here, we could regen 2. That's not going to kill this thing. We could spikes down here. I do like spikes. This is not going to get consumed. I need to be constantly thinking about that so that I don't accidentally lose it. This thing's a problem. This does 110. We can kill it with this next turn if we have to. As long as we draw another spell with it. Oh, we've got some spells coming up that I wouldn't mind losing. Okay. This is all going to die. I don't care that this guy's taking a bunch of damage. We'll draw a heal eventually. This dies here. We want to play that so that it goes to the top of our deck. We could heal here. This will give us more spikes in the long run. Or we could heal here, which only does 2 damage. More spikes in the long run. Okay. Still taking 33 damage, though. Plus 2 to the core. Get poked. Okay. Alright, so if we play these, they get consumed. Keep remembering, keep saying it. Alright, so then we've got 2 here. If we play this 2 cost, all the other ones will become 0. We will lose Sharpen forever. Do I care? No? Pretty sure the answer is no. Oh, I'm sorry. But the question wasn't, do you care? It was whether I care. Haha. Maybe I could have gotten rid of the Vine Grip instead, but I feel like the Vine Grip might come in handy at some point. We can kill both of these guys off with our Bramble Lashes. And then we would know what our next hand is because these 2 will go to the top and we'll draw these. So our next hand would be this Consume and then 2 more Bramble Lashes. We probably want to Bramble Lash this though, so that goes away. And then we want to Bramble Lash this, so that goes away. And then this is going to burn out, which is sad, but the reality of the situation. Take 3. Maybe I should have kept the Sharpen. No decisions. Oh, right, we get the free draw from the regen. That's nice. Draw plus 3 next turn, please. I think. Yeah, it's a consume anyways. Might as well use it. We can kill off that. What's going on down here? If it was in a different order, this would have been a great spot to pull one of them to the front. Yeah, I think we use one of them here. It's not getting consumed. Oh wait, mana. We have enough mana to play whatever we want. Okay, never mind. Continue. We have another spiky boy. This one doesn't start with spikes though, so permafrost on this might have been a good idea. This makes no sense. But I think it's what we do. I'm going to use a full heal up here at some point. So this is going to be Spike Boy City. And then we let that go. Now we're drawing 8. We just need to draw 1 spell that isn't our holdover. Oh, we're drawing 9 because technically this is a 9th draw. Okay, we got some stuff. So we got our Reform plus 10 attack. We could use that to get the Lady of the House back, potentially. It's an option. We also have a Consume regen here. That could be good. That would keep this guy alive, I think. Oh, but depending on what we play, we might want to play this one so all our spells are 0. Because we only have 3 mana. So if we play this, all our spells become 0. We do lose it. Still haven't drawn the heal yet, and we got a bunch of Vengeful Shards coming up. Okay. I think we want to double Bramble Lash on the bottom. So we could do this, but then these will still be 1. I think we want to use the Wicked Blaze. Yeah. Now we never get that spell again. Now we don't do that there. We do this on the bottom to remove these big boys. Basically setting up for the boss probably next turn, I would guess. Do we want to use this Consume now? Or do we want to just do this? Lots of options. I think I like this. This will kill off that front one. Seems semi-reasonable. Slap that down. If we sharpen, that doesn't change the fact that we're going to take a bunch of damage. Okay, I think this heal happens. This will do enough damage to put this guy in the death range. Okay, that row's cleared. This guy takes 20 but kills one. Then we Bramble Lash down here. Oh, now, choices. I think we sharpen this one. I think that's the move we care about. Because this one has the most thorns by far, so this will be the most effective damage on the boss. We should have some regens, which means we'll get 1 extra draw here, so we'll draw 6 next turn. 2 of those will be holdover Bramble Lashes. Ooh, final wave. Oh, okay. So, boss is going to take 500. Here's the problem. These Bramble Lashes, I can't hit him because these guys are in the way. I don't think there's much we can do to change that either. Which means we're going to have to rely on this guy. Oh, it's a shame. That's 510. I'm not gonna shake my nose up at, or I'm not gonna be sad about 110. We're doing that, and then we're gonna throw this dredge down here. Might get an extra bit of damage in, a little bit, and then 1 damage to the core. So now we're gonna draw a full heal, a revive 2, and 2 holdovers. The revive 2 will be our consume for the turn, which will fill in this middle row. I think we got it. I think we have it. Unless I miscalculated and this thing kills us. I completely forgot that guy was going to the core. Okay. This is a consume. We consume, draw. Ooh, we get our quick back. So we'll throw the quick down. Yeah, that place is full. We throw that down there. We full heal these boys. Now we're ready for firing. Okay. I don't know what I meant by we're ready for firing, but we're ready for firing. And then I think we might... Do we take... boss is going to hit 3 times 1, 2, 3. Kill this guy. She burns out. If I put this guy down, we'll do an extra 24 here. If I put him down here, he will burn out once and then hit twice. It's better to put him up here. Now, we have to use these holdovers because otherwise they won't hold over. I don't think it matters where we do it because no one has spikes on that bottom floor, and we'll stop 1 damage from coming in. Now, we are going to draw some things. We may have to consume our holdovers, but that's fine because this is the last round anyways. Didn't matter. Guess what? Get rid of that burnout. Sweet. Now, are you ready for it? Because I'm ready for it. We say Bramble Lash. No, no, no. We say Spiky Boys. Spike, spike, spiky boys! Spiky boys. We did it. We are the ultimate spiky boys. Friendly units on the top floor enter with dazed. The game keeps getting harder. I golded 3 cards apparently. Well, alright. So we have now beat the game with every combination of Awoken and the others. It looks like I should play more Strange Guard and more Melting Remnants. Although Melting Remnants has been part of 3 of my victories, just not as the primary. Yeah, I've used Awoken in almost all of the... No, did I? Yeah. Awoken, 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 Awoken. Every victory that I've had in this game has been with Awoken, aside from this one and this one. And to be perfectly honest, these were a giant pain for me to figure out how to play. I love Awoken. They're my favorite clan. I should probably learn how to play other ones. But anyways, that's it for this stream. This ran an extra 40 minutes longer than I intended it to. I have to be going. Thanks for joining me. And as always, Spiky Boys.